Hey there, Middle Earth Strategy Battle Gamers. So we're here with a journey vlog. Journey vlog, yeah. So it's been a really long time since we've done a journey vlog. This is the first convention we've been to, big tournament we've been to in like 2 years.
Oh.
So we're at the Richmond Open. It's an 800-point event. We're actually in our hotel room now after a pretty short drive, actually. So
Yeah.
I'm going to be playing my Shire force, 800 points of Shire. I'm going to take Gandalf, Bilbo, the Sheriff leaders, and a little bit of other hobbits. So I don't have any rangers or anything on my list. Just pure hobbits.
I'm taking a little mixed army.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking Galadriel. She's leading Galadriel warriors with shields. A few Galadriel warriors with bows, and a couple of the Wood Elf guys upgraded with the spears. Glorfindel, mounted on Asloff. He's leading some High Elf guys with shields, no spears. I'm going to use my Wood Elf guys as the spear support. Although I do have a banner in that war band. He's upgraded with a spear and a shield. And 5 Rivendell Knights upgrade with shields. And lastly, Boromir from the Fellowship, who was a green ally with both of them.
So you got 3 green allies.
Yep.
Pretty powerful list. I feel like my list is pretty powerful too for its own right. So we're gonna cut it here, and we will be back with the venue and kind of go over our games,
and the tables
like the old times. So
I honestly don't know how the list is gonna do.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same.
I wrote it. I was like, I want to try something different, and so I wrote it, and it seems like it's gonna be good at and play test it. So who knows?
Yeah. So just this isn't the first tournament we've been to in a while. This is just kind of the first big tournament. We like to do the vlogs for kind of our traveling events and stuff. So so if you guys stay tuned, we'll be back with the venue. Hey everyone, so we're at the event. So we're actually past round 2 now. So Dan's won his 2 games. I've lost round 1 and 2, both minor losses. Let's figure out, show you guys a little bit of the boards real quick. Here's a weather top. Got a Haradrim board. Got a Ruin board. Got a Mori over there. Alright guys, so we'll be back with you later in the day. Hopefully the Hobbits can pull out a few wins, or a win. And hopefully Dan can keep his streak up. Alright guys, so we're back after the event. So we ran out of time to record and stuff, we got kind of caught in the moment kind of stuff, and we wanted to kind of finish the vlog out with our kind of final thoughts, I suppose. So, my round 3, I won, which I think I covered in the vlog. It was Command the Battlefield. Round 4 was Domination. I lost to Dunland. It was a bloodbath. The first and only time I got broke in the tournament. And then round 5 was Final War and Everest Dwarves. Khazad Dûm with Durin and Hearthguard, to be specific, and I won that round. So my final score for the tournament was 2 and 3. I was kind of hoping for it to be flopped, where I'd be 3 and 2, but I feel relatively good about my performance, ultimately. I think that the Shire definitely lacks a lot of things that would, the way I play them at least. Dan?
Yeah, so my final score was, well, let me go into my round
4 and 5. So round 4, I versed Army of Lake Town.
Yeah.
And he was taking Bard and the Windlance,
Mm-hmm.
the Master,
Yeah.
Alfred, and Braga,
Mm-hmm.
and Bard's kids, and I believe that was it.
Okay.
We were playing Domination, and I was able to keep him contained in a choke point, so fighting the numbers wasn't too bad. Ultimately, the game went on, and I thought I was going to win, but I had multiple guys outside the center objective, so it ended up being a draw.
Okay. Yeah, so I
Wow.
think you guys were playing like around that fountain, right? You probably just kind of thought it was a little bit the
Well, I moved him up as far as I could. If I had one more turn, I would have won.
Okay.
And then my final game, I versed the Last Alliance and got absolutely smoked. I had no answer for Gilgalad and Elendil. They just absolutely smoked me. I mean, I was taking Glorfindel and Boromir. Those are my big fighters. And Galadriel was able to successfully immobilize, but, I mean, there's only so much you can do.
Yeah, she couldn't shut down either of them, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah. So my kind of final thoughts. I thought that Robert did a really good job with the event. I felt like it was well run. Honestly, I wish that there was the exact same event, exact same venue, exact same opponents and stuff this weekend, because I really want to step back in and do another one. But I felt like it was a good event. I kind of seemed like I learned a lot out of the games I played. Just kind of it's been such a while since we played in that kind of environment, and I feel like I personally took away a lot from the event.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. It was good stepping back into a 2-day event, 5 rounds. My list performed better than I thought it was going to, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, there looked like there was a shot where you could have possibly if you'd won your last round.
Yeah.
I think you possibly could have podiumed.
Yeah, I was playing on table 4,
Yeah.
which was surprising to me. I had no experience with the army. But in theory, I knew that it'd be good.
Yeah, it kind of it kind of fit your play style because you play with like that shield wall. You tend to take like Glorfindel and Boromir. It's hard to beat those two heroes. Elendil and Gilgalad, I guess could, but like for instance, a lot of the men armies like Rohan or even honestly Minas Tirith would have a hard time versing those two heroes. Unless they had their own Boromir.
Yeah.
For me, it's kind of like polar opposites because I normally play Rohan, which is a very fast-moving, hard-hitting army, and I played the Shire, which is a very slow-moving, not so hard-hitting army. Yeah, they got a lot of bow shots, and that was probably out of all games I played, the most kills they got in all 5 of the games was with shooting. But I feel like if I was to take the Shire again and actually try to take this list and modify it, I would try and take more Rangers, take some cav, like mark some Dunedain Rangers on horse, because that really hurt me. Pretty much every single one of the scenarios I played was the lack of mobility and like the lack of the strength 3 to 4. Of course, I put but really the strength 4 was missing.
Yeah, interestingly enough, I versed Survivors of Lake Town and then Army of Lake Town, and I versed 2 elves. One of them was almost an identical list to mine.
Yeah.
With Boromir and Glorfindel.
And you've been playing a lot of Lake Town like the last couple of years, so.
Well, yeah, I mean that game was very unfortunate. I got surrounded because we were doing Maelstrom.
Yeah.
And I got surrounded. I was able to sneak some guys through and take some objectives, but ultimately, I gained a lot of respect for Alisher's playing, and he did a fantastic job. And actually was a great opponent. And So my hats off to him. Ended up playing first or placing first,
Yeah.
and I think he really deserved it after talking to him after the game. But,
Yeah. Every
you know.
single one of my opponents was great. I didn't have a single bad opponent. I mean, they were.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
everybody was fantastic. Everybody was fantastic to play with,
So.
and
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and that's kind of my last thoughts on the tournament. You guys expect more vlogs. I plan on going to 2 or 3 more tournaments this year. Dan, how about you? You got anything to say?
I had a great time. I agree with you. I think that if the tournament was going on this weekend, it'd be hard to pass up.
Yeah, I mean,
Robert did a fantastic job.
Yep.
Dare I say his tournament was better than ours?
I think that Ringo South 3, the nicest one we ever did, like the best venue and stuff, is up there.
Yeah.
I definitely, Robert definitely did a really good job. It was probably my favorite event I've been to in the last 3 years. I think I threw that out.
Yeah.
So.
And that's not saying the events we've been to have not been good.
Yeah,
it's just that his was that great, and all the prizes and the time that he put into making a lot of the trophies and some of the prizes that he made were fantastic.
Yeah, so. And yeah, I mean, I agree. There is something. This is like the first convention tournament we've been to since Historicon, and that was like what
2019.
4 years ago almost. So I mean, there's something to be said to going to an actual convention and playing in a big room, like a big convention room and stuff. So there's something about doing that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the vlog. Sorry we had to cut it short with the filming part, but please like, share, subscribe, and comment. We'll see you guys in the next video.